Damn. Okay, avoid that guy.
Feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
It's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. He's straight downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space. But I knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella is always open.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot down and gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness. Once he's out in the open field, he shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Tulane didn't start this drive with very good field position, but now they've got a chance to operate. They'll ride the hot hand. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting a tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long.
defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Here comes the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Might be changing the route. From the gun on third down. Got a man, it's Daniel. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on third down was big.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. Complete downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Motion from the back. The give to the back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Punch it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense has to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Lining up to add another.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
He's going to
Holy cow.
almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll try to pass their way in.
It's way too easy.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward when that ball starts to come loose and come out.
They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down in bounds, that's really impressive.
Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket, you're trying to find an open target, no one's open, throw it away, and live to play another day.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, left to play another play. 5-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, rolling up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Let's go! Let's go! And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Fires to the middle. It's gone. Really nice pick up on that one as they get it to the 36.
Jeez.
First down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle.
Oh, what you
Finds
doing,
his
dude?
man. It's Johnson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to throw it. Gets up.
It sucks.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in.
Oh, shit. So bad.
And really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors.
Said his block right in his
We're
head.
at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here we go, set. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Off near the stick, it's Daniels. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Dangerous screen into traffic. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and it also might be what is called a...
Why was that such a bad throw?
Experience and one this freshman got away with.
And this defense, we know they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
He's flying. Yeah.
It'll bring up fourth down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time.
No, here where the guy is.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to be getting more.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards.
He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Owls with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Here we go. To the air on first down.
Oh no, I'm done.
Fires to the
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on second down. Time to take a shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver, they get to chase him. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They go to the ground. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much
This
as
sucks.
when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work.
Alright,
They're going to get
I'm
on
gonna
top
block
in
this.
this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability.
Breaks into the open.
You didn't catch me.
And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Handoff to the single back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Excellent job working
Let me
through
beat
the air.
somebody.
They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh my gosh. Just throws this fucking cupcake in the air. To who? Does anybody even know who that was to? Wow.
And tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big
Oh my
plays,
gosh.
going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
The damn tight end.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Close to the marker, it's Daniels. Sprinting away. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5
What an
yards.
idiot.
False start, offense.
What an idiot.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
Set up.
A little too
Oh my
anxious
gosh.
on that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
Fuck me.
False start, offense.
Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw. Setting up the screen.
Oh, he was
They'll
there.
stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. The play action fake. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown. Momentum. Fit it in the window for the score.
Yes.
And I like the decision. decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 28 to Colorado. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down.
Strong. Gave up on him.
At the 28-yard line as
Yeah.
his offense tries to mount a drive. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
Plays like that can change the complexion of a game.
It's 17 and 18 for 329. Such
This
horseshit.
quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
From the gun, he leads it with the
Just fucking rip. Gosh damn it.
before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they're
No idea how to
this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second.
No clue.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Go straight ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass.
Yes.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we
There
fade.
you go.
We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
It's South 8. 3.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least
16 touchdown
tie
drive.
up a
Let's go.
6-point lead here in the 4th. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Quarterback on the move.
Motherfucker.
Incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where they're trying to get 2 bodies, force forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire.
No.
Trying to set up the screen. No,
The screen's really not
sirree,
working
not this
at all.
time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right.
Oh, you dropped it.
Opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
You
And you gotta
just
expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David.
Really,
Generally,
one
the
of them
best
is back
red
down
zone
the goal.
offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able
missed
to
that. Holy
connect
shit.
downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass.
Yes.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
Let's go.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have the lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the stick.
Good job.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. To the air on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead. Finish this thing out.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Why is it blocking it?
And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of
injury.
the 1st down line?
Kidding.
Looks as if we have
Kidding.
an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Oh.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Fucking
Sneaks
injury.
into the end zone.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Man, that's
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They march 72 yards, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's right. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room. He couldn't find much on that return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. We know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I got to stay aggressive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch.
Timeouts.
They immediately call timeout, trying to
Yeah, they're
preserve
like 30 more
every
yards.
second they can to try to rally here late. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. That pressure got to him and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, they don't hook up on that one, but they understand this 2-minute situation. A field goal is going to win the game. They are in tremendous field position right now. They've got a quarterback they feel can handle the pressure. You just need 1 or 2 throws to give your kicker an opportunity to walk out of here with the win.
Yes, exactly. Beautiful.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Last chance coming up.
Yes.
It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. One last incompletion, and that will do it. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reason, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. For the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
It was such an even game, huh? That was huge.